Hype is up 60%, but will you be the predator or the prey? Your next entry decides. We've had a nice move off this diagonal support, which had nice confluence with this horizontal former resistance, now flipped to support, giving us a nice bounce, as we previously discussing, all the way up for about a 50% move in just a couple of days, all the way up to resistance here, which is approaching $60. We do have some potential topping patterns on the RSI here. We are cooking a little bit around 80, but we could still have some more upside, as this is a higher high compared to that. But bearing in mind the market is very hesitant at the moment, and Bitcoin is in a bit of a precarious position. Typically, if Bitcoin now continues up and manage to recover a little bit, then we could see hype ascend even further, meaning we don't want to chase this at present, and we definitely don't want to be shorting from this area right now, not on the strength of this move, not on the strength of a higher high, which has surpassed this previous one, which has unlocked the door to this range above $60. We do, of course, need to be cautious here as we look at this previous move, which launched from early May, where we had a very strong move all the way back into this range, all the way up, and we essentially pretty much just reset back down to the breakout point all the way here. So that was a nice, strong, sizable 200% move, and then we just reset. So we want to be very cautious here with how we're entering and with how much capital, because with so much downside potential for the rest of the market, we can't chase it like we're in a full-blown bull run. And even though this asset is behaving quite bullish, the rest of the market is not. We have the knowledge that once Bitcoin starts making a move, presumably to the downside, and we have to presume that at this point, hype is going to start to reset again, and therefore entering here is a bad proposition. But at the same time, we don't want to short, but the probabilities of more upside decreases the higher it goes, and therefore where are the long opportunities to get in at height which are manageable to potentially capitalize on further upside? Well, obviously we have this diagonal support line here, which on the health of this move we could see a nice move back down, and it could be something like that. But of course we don't necessarily want to be coming in at these upper levels at a $50 retest. That may be a bit challenging, because if you look, of course, this is very strong resistance. We really haven't flipped this level yet to support. You see, we came up, couldn't flip it, came down. So there is a lot of risk here entering a bullish retest of this $49-50 level. Therefore, we're looking for some additional confluence at this diagonal support. So say we come down pretty promptly and we start retracing approaching the end of June. We do also want to look for horizontal confluence as well. So here we go. Here is another level, which is giving us now a nice little pocket. So the argument would be, if you are really bullish on hype, this is the first area to come in on at around $44-45 in this nice little pocket. And of course we need to come down quite promptly to fill that. Of course the 200 MA is quite slow moving, and even though we're up here now, this is only just starting to curve around, so we may not be able to rely on this, but it is shoring up this level at $37, because this moving average will very soon be flush with this level at 36, highlighting that 36 is also a good level to be eyeing up at present. So this, of course, maintains the bullish momentum best because we keep this diagonal support, and they have a nice significant retrace from this move, 70 to 80%. That gives us a nice pocket around 44. That's the most viable entry for a long trade. You are coming out a little bit overextended. If you look here, this is still the upper part of the bullish zone, and for a very bearish market, that can be a bit risky. But for us to establish this, it highlights that $50 probably isn't on the cards at this point, or rather, it's too risky. So you're going to probably have some buyers coming in here because of this resistance, but most likely we'll have a dip to this level before it move up, because that's probably where most of the liquidity is, highlighting this $44-45 level as key. But below that, we have additional support at around 37. But then, of course, if the price action came down, we would have lost the diagonal support at that point. So you may want to simply come in here. If you get a break of diagonal, you could add to your position again here at 37, with the 200 MA offering a little bit of confidence that the price action potentially can stay above it at this point. But that's hype.